The Jungle Book. Now, the law of the jungle lays down that if there is any dispute as to the right of a cub to be accepted by the pack, he must be spoken for by at least two of the members of the pack, who are not his father and mother. "Who speaks for this cub?" said Akela. "Among the free people, who speaks?" There was no answer. Then the only creature who is allowed at the pack council, Balu, the sleepy brown bear who teaches the wolf cubs the law of the jungle, old Balu, who can come and go where he pleases because he only eats nuts and roots and honey, rose up on his hindquarters and grunted. "The man's cub, he said. "I speak for the man's cub. There is no harm in a man's cub. I have no gift of words, but I speak the truth. Let him run with the pack and be entered with the others. I myself will teach him." "We need yet another," said Akela. "Balu has spoken, and he is our teacher for the young cubs. Who speaks besides Balu?" A black shadow dropped down into the circle. It was Bagheera, the Black Panther, inky black all over, but with the panther markings showing up in certain lights like the pattern of watered silk. Everybody knew Bagheera, and nobody cared to cross his path. He had a voice as soft as wild honey dripping from a tree, and skin softer than down. To kill a naked cub is a shame. Besides, he may make better sport for you when he is grown. Baloo has spoken in his behalf. Now, to Baloo's word, I will add one bull, not half a mile from here, if ye will accept the man's cub according to the law. There was a clamor of scores of voices saying, "What matter? He will die in the winter rains. He will scorch in the sun. What harm can a naked frog do us? Let him run with the pack. Where is the bull, Bagheera? Let him be accepted." "It was well done," said Akela. "Men and their cubs are very wise. He may be a help in time. Take him away," he said to Father Wolf, "and train him as benefits one of the free people." And that is how Mowgli has entered into the Seeonee wolf pack for the price of a bull and on Baloo's good word. Now you must be content to skip 10 or 11 whole years and only guess at all the wonderful life that Mowgli led among the wolves. He grew up with the cubs, though they of course were grown wolves almost before he was a child. Father Wolf taught him business and the meaning of things in the jungle, till every rustle in the grass, every breath of the warm night air, every note of the owls above his head, every scratch of a bat's claw as it roosted for a while in a tree, and every splash of every little fish jumping in a pool meant just as much to him as work as the office means to a businessman. When he was not learning, he sat out in the sun and slept and ate and went to sleep again. When he felt dirty or hot, he swam in the forest pools. He took his place at the council rock, too, when the pack met. He discovered that if he stared hard at any wolf, the wolf would be forced to drop his eyes, and so he used to stare for fun. At other times, he would pick the long thorns out of the pads of his friends, for wolves suffer terribly from thorns and burrs in their coats. He would go down the hillside into the cultivated lands by night and look very curiously at the villagers in their huts. Mother Wolf told him once or twice that Shere Khan was not a creature to be trusted. A young wolf would have remembered that advice every hour. Mowgli forgot it because he was only a boy, though. He would have called himself a wolf if he had been able to speak in any human tongue.